Squad, what's going on? YouTube, what's going on? Chase Way is back with another video. We got a special guest. He not really used to being behind the, well, in front of the camera. He used to being behind the camera. What would you like to go by? What is your two different names you like to go by?
Man, I just go by Modica, man. That's the name that I go by, but my name is Jacques Modica, but I prefer just to be called Modica.
It's kind of funny that he just told me an interesting story that I think he kind of spoke YouTube up on me. He said back in when I was working in City Gear, he said that him and his brother talking about, hey, you should start a YouTube channel. And he asked me, do I remember that story? And as he got to talking and started telling me, I remember meeting them and having a conversation about sneakers, who I watch. Shout out to Scoop 208 because his little brother watched him when he was just doing reviews. So I remember that conversation.
Yeah.
But it's kind of funny for him to say that they said that I should start a YouTube channel. But come full circle 2 years later, we are here today with over 500 subscribers. Shout out to everybody who subscribed. If you're new to the channel, make sure you click that subscribe button. Be a part of that Driver Squad. Give this video a big thumbs up. Because you know what I'm doing. It's kind of like a series of episodes or events. Not even events. Yes, events. They just call What's in Arkansas. We have a photographer right here. Nothing but portraits.
Yeah.
I was about to say photos, but that's the better word for y'all that like to use y'all skills on that camera.
Right.
And you know, it's a blessing to have you right here, man. Because let me just give them a backstory. I know you want to talk. I'm gonna let you get in your bag and talk your stuff.
Okay.
Who you are,
Okay.
what you represent.
Okay.
What you like capturing. I know you ain't gonna tell me all the sauce, but it's alright.
All right.
But how this video came about is he reached out to me. He was like, "Hey man, I need to get a portrait of you." And I was like, you know what? That kind of made my day because it was kind of like a little funk day. I was just driving to work. It was raining, so it was just like, it was one of them little chill days. And he reached out to me. That kind of made me smile. And I was like, you know what? I was really putting off on interviewing anybody until like fall. Summertime, it's too hot to be doing anything. So I was like, let me not do it. But once he came and brought that to my attention in my Instagram, and I was like, you know what? Let me sacrifice this one. I was just going to wait later in November, December. But we have Jacques.
Yes.
How are you, man?
Man, I'm rich, dog. I'm
You're
rich.
What type of what space are you in mentally?
Man, I'm good, man. I'm just grinding. Like I'm grinding. It's like what they call mumble mentality. I'm just grinding, just trying to get my work out there, trying to build relationships with people, and just do good work. That's really it. That's where I'm at mentally. You know what I'm saying? Just grinding, man.
Are you normally this soft spoken?
What you mean?
Speak up a little bit. Don't be afraid to speak up.
Nah, man. Yeah, this is how I'm always talking. I talk like this. You know what I'm saying?
What's your Instagram? Even though it's gonna be in the description down below. What is your Instagram?
My Instagram is Jacques Modica. If you want to know how to spell it, it's JACQUES Modica MODICA. Sorry, it's all together.
All right, there we go. Now you talking with your hands. I knew you was gonna start it. I've been waiting.
Yeah.
So where you from, man?
Man, I'm from Little Rock, man. Little Rock, Arkansas, man.
You was birthed here?
Nah, man. I was birthed in El Dorado, Arkansas, but I moved here around when I was like 5 or 6. So I started 2nd grade here. So, but might as well say I'm from here.
When did this fire of holding the camera and capturing something? When did that happen?
So, around probably like 2010, I was on Tumblr before it was like really like a popular thing to be on. You know what I'm saying? Like it was like a group of cool kids on there. You know what I'm saying? It was like with the cool kids or like kids that were like quote unquote awkward would be on, I guess that you would call it. But I used to be on there back in the day, and I used to see how like people used to take all these cool photos, and I'm like, dang man, how do they taking these cool photos? And so I told my mom to give me a camera, and so she got me a camera on Black Friday. And this is back, you know, all my Christmas gifts was I had to wait. I knew what I was getting because she bought it on Black Friday, but I had to wait till Christmas to get it. So she bought me a bundle. It was a Rebel T3, and she bought that, and I got it for Christmas, and ever since then it's just been up from here, you know. But early on, I wasn't shooting as much as I am now because I didn't know I could make money in photography. I was just doing it as like a hobby. Like, it was just something I just wanted people to say, "Oh man, you got some cool photos." You know what I'm saying? I didn't know the business side of it. I didn't know one photo can change your life. I did not know that you can have licenses to companies and stuff, and they still pay you. Like, I didn't know none of that. And so I kind of, from when I was like, I got my camera around like when I was 14 to 15, and I stopped using my camera until I was like 18. So in that 3-year span or 4-year span, I barely picked up my camera until my mom met this lady named Vanessa Hare. She was a wedding photographer. And my mom said, "Yeah, my son does photography." And she's like, "Yeah, here, give him my card and tell him to give me a call." And that was the first lady that I will say my mentor. She's really dear to my heart because she gave me, outside of my mom, she gave me my first camera. It's a Nikon D500, I think. I forgot which camera she gave me, but she gave me one of her wedding cameras. She gave me one of those, and she showed me the business side on photography. She showed me that you can make 2 G's, 3, 4 G's by doing one wedding. Like, and when I saw that, I was like, I need that bag, you know what I'm saying? And excuse me. And so after that, she took me on weddings and things like that. And I was just like, yeah, man, I'm just trying to get my bag in. And so I don't know what came about, but it seemed like weddings didn't stick for me. But she gave me the game of the business. She the one that told me about how contracts. She gave me everything that she had to give me and to work with and run with. And so after that, after I learned that, it was crazy. After that, it was just shot uphill from there. And I was just trying to figure out how to create, trying to find my style in photography, just trying to find my style, not trying to be like everybody with certain type of images. I just wanted a certain style where they was like, "Oh man, that's Modica style of photography." You know what I'm saying? And so a few years down the line, I hit up this guy named Nasca Domini, and he was a black man from Montreal, Canada. And what was cool to me was it was a black man. He was traveling the world doing photography. It was so inspiring to me because I never saw a black man do that as far as photography wise. And the way I found him was his twin brother, Marcus Troy. And I aspired to live the way Marcus was living, like just giving good game, living a certain way, integrity, you know what I'm saying? Living a great lifestyle, building the relationships, networking, you know what I'm saying? Giving out good quality work. And so when I saw that, and I saw he had a twin brother, I was like, oh wow, like he had a twin brother, and he was in the field that I was trying to be in. And so every time I hit Nasca up, he would respond. And at first I didn't think he would respond with because he had a big following. And a lot of times when you reach out to people on a humble tip that has a bigger following than you, a lot of times they don't want to share that information with you because they might feel like you're a threat to them. But he was different. He brought me in like I was like a little brother or something like that. And so every time I hit him up, he DM'd me back, you know, and then he like followed up with me like, "How did the shoot go? Send me some pictures and stuff. Let me see him and stuff." And so how I saw how close he was with his brothers, his twin brother, I was like, yeah, man, that was so dope because I'm like that with my two brothers. Like, I'm really close to them. And I'm like, "Would you like to be my mentor?" And after that, and I think this was like 2016. And after that, he said, "Yeah, you should come to Montreal." And I went to Montreal for the first time, and everything that they say they live by, they do. Like, everything they say they live by, they live by. And it was so cool to see people be a man of their word or a woman of their word. Like Vanessa, she's a woman of her word. You know what I'm saying? Like, she was my first mentor, and I'm always mention her when people ask about my success. Vanessa Hare, VCH Photography, she was the first one to like really install the business inside of Jacques Modica. You know what I'm saying? She gave me contracts when I didn't even know what a contract was or why did you need one. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And so, and then on the back end, Nasca showed me what you can actually take it to. You can actually take it there. You can actually take it there to a next level and still have your integrity. You know what I'm saying? So that was my long rant. Yeah.
No, you good. The only reason why I'm so glad that you got into this space because I knew that you are long-winded. But with you being long-winded, I can tell once your knees started shaking, you was ready to get into your bag. So I didn't interrupt you because you have so much to say and you share your voice along with your brothers. But at the same time, you like putting people, you like capturing people just like how you say, the photos in the eye, right?
Correct.
But also, other people, they like hearing your voice. They like hearing what do you have to offer for the world. And it might be somebody that might look at you and might follow me and they be like, oh snap, now I get to hear what he thinks about. Instead of just seeing the photos, now they able to take something that you said out of your book, somebody that you visit, and now everything coming full circle, and then they start their passion, their hobby, based off of how your mind works. What's true to you, and it's just like one of those each one teach one.
Correct.
You never know what little kid is watching you,
Correct.
or what things that they want to shape their world into. They don't know. They still learning. But if you see a lot of stand-up guys that keep their word, if they are men of their word, if they talk that talk, but they also see them walking their walk, they start idolizing. Like that is something that I want to become. I don't want to become the exact person, but the qualities that you have to give, I want to become that.
Correct.
Just like how you are today. Somebody showed you some type of quality that you do want to be, or something that you didn't want to be, so you want to be the opposite of that.
Correct.
And that's what made you who you are today.
Correct.
Which is dope because look how far look at our experiences.
Correct.
Wherever you was at 5 years ago, people can't talk to you like that person that you was 5 years ago. They only can talk to you now. So if they come at you from 4 years ago or 5 years ago, you might stop them in the track and be like, "Hey, I don't think like that. I'm involved."
Yeah. And what's funny is, sorry to cut you off, man, is I got this saying that I always tell people, everybody is going to evolve, but the principles always should stay the same. I always say that. And I'm not going to sit here and act like I don't have my ups and downs. Like,
yeah,
man,
we all are.
I got my ups and downs. Like, I've been, like I told you, like, it was a 4-year period where I didn't touch my camera. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and this was recent, wasn't it?
That was back then. Even recently, back in August, like when I started driving trucks over the road, I didn't touch my camera for like at least about 6 months.
So you didn't take it on the road with you?
No, my first time I didn't take it on the road with me. You know what I'm saying?
Why not?
Cause my first time ever being on the road, and I didn't know how I was gonna be able to. I'll say this. Now I know how important documenting things are. Now I know that, because before I didn't understand how important documenting things is, because you never know when you might want to write a book or have a movie made about you. You want those pictures or those videos put in that so people can see, like, he really came from where he said he came from.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He actually put the work in. You know what I'm saying? Like I told you, Kobe wasn't God gifted. He actually had to put that work in. He had to put them long hours in that gym. My bad. To become one of the, what they say, the GOATs of basketball. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just trying to do my due diligence to I'm just trying to do my due diligence and be an inspiration to somebody that watches my work or watches me from this video, or even look at my work, to be like, oh man, I like his style of photography. You know, I want to do something similar to that. You know what I'm saying? Or just be inspired to see that he didn't give up. You know what I'm saying? He didn't give up on his dreams. He still was going at it for
It's alright. I do the same thing. I get tongue twisted and everything.
It's cool. It's just, I just want them to see that he still went full throttle and towards his dreams.
He's still grinding.
He's still grinding.
That's like how you are. Like, so which is funny, we both have these things that makes us similar. We are truck drivers. We have our CDL license.
Correct.
And I remember when he started, he reached out to me. He was like, "Hey man, I'm about to get my CDL license. What should I do?
Yeah.
And I always told him, man, it doesn't matter which way you go, who you go for, which company you go with.
Right.
It's about what sounds good to you. What are you looking for? Are you searching for money? Are you searching for safety? It's all about whatever you have to work, because it's a platform to get you to your next hump. It's not your final destination.
Correct.
And once you are a creator, you can see other people that are also creators. So you understand that they just need money in their pocket for the time being. So if you want to maximize your dollar signs, go for the money. Go ahead. If you want to go for a company that care about you and go for that at the same time. They don't pay as much, but at least you are getting paid something that what you are putting your work behind. And which is dope, because I remember when you used to call me and it was like, you have a problem, but we're in two different states, but I was able to break down to you certain things that it just like, I can tell that kind of helped you, because I'm pretty sure you started feeling like you're the only one in that truck.
Yeah.
Because I remember when my first 2 months, it felt like I was alone, but it was just like, I know I need to go through this alone.
Yeah, I wasn't even in I was in a bad mental space when I was on that truck, when I was driving over the road. Like I always tell people think I lie when I say this. I drove from Riverside, California, all the way to New Hampshire, someplace in New Hampshire. And you know how far that is? Like that's literally cross country. That's like 2 days and a half, dog, in a truck, and you only can go 60 miles per hour.
And I got a question. Did you use all your 13 hours? Well, did you use all your 14 hours? Let me say that. Or did you give yourself a little time to find a truck stop and stuff like that?
Well, I was at the time when I did do that, I was driving with my trainer, and so we would flip out. I had to drive 11 hours straight. Like
I was there for you. Was you in the automatic or manual?
I everything I drove was manual until I got from my trainer and got with my actual co-driver. But he could only drive automatic, so I had to drive an automatic then. But my first time going cross country with my trainer, I drove a manual, and that experience was cool. The experience was cool. Like it was really cool because like I saw places that I ain't never saw before. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I went to Seattle, Washington. Like and I saw how this was around the fall, around like August, September, and I saw how beautiful Washington was. Like the trees and how the color, like it's very beautiful with the colors, with the trees. Like nature is very beautiful. Like I saw that, and so when just little things like that. And so my mentor at NASCAR, he told me, he said, man, just get you any camera, man. Just get you. So I went to Walmart and I bought these little Fuji cameras, like little film camera, little $20. And I bought all them shits. I bought all of them on the rack. It was like at least about 6 or 8 of them. I bought all of them. It was a 2-pack. I bought all of them. So I had like 16 cameras full of film. And so I started documenting after that. And after that, I was like, I'm going to save this for a book one day. You know what I'm saying? And I might get back on the road and document it again, just to get a full experience of so I can have a cohesive book for people, you know, in the future. But driving over the road, man, takes a toll on you. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you got kids or you got a relationship, it's gonna take a toll on you, because if you're not used to driving for 11 hours straight, man, you gotta get used to it. You know what I'm saying? You can take an hour, you can take a 30-minute break, but why would you take a 30-minute break when you gotta drive for 8 hours straight, then take a 30 minutes break, then you gotta drive for 3 more hours? So you might as well try to get 7 hours out the way and then take a 30-minute break, and then you only probably like have 4 hours left. You get what I'm saying? So that right there, it was really taxing on the body.
It was kind of frustrating.
Yeah, it was kind of frustrating because people say, oh man, you young, man, you got it in you, but at the same time, I don't want to break my body down just for these jobs. Like I don't want to break my body down. This is, like you said, these jobs are a stepping stone to where you wanna be. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go through this. And so I had to go through that experience to get where I'm at now, you know? And so I really thank myself for going through it and thugging through it. Like I didn't quit. Like I said, I didn't quit, and I thugged all the way through until the last CDL job I had, and I couldn't take it no more. I broke down in the back of the truck, had to call my mom, because it was too taxing, because the pay didn't match the labor. You know what I'm saying? And I always said I gotta be mentally strong. You know what I'm saying? Because I never want to break down to where I be in a rut where I don't want to create or I don't want to do nothing. Like
that was the frustration that you wasn't able to. Your camera became your eyes, but you wasn't able to remember the moments that you was capturing.
Yeah, like a lot of times, sometimes you don't want to. You just want to put your camera down. You just want to experience. You want to experience it, and when a job becomes, like they always say, when a job becomes mentally.
When it becomes work.
Yeah, when it becomes work, it's hell, man.
It's not the same.
It's
when
not
it's
the
become
same.
Your passion.
There we go. Like this is like photography is always gonna be fun to me. It's gonna always be. It's never gonna feel like work to me. You know what I'm saying? Being in front of the editing all day, people know. My brothers tell you I lock myself in a room and won't eat until I got what I need to be done when it comes to my business. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Like Kanye said, he locked himself in his room for 3 summers to make 1 beat. That's me, like for real. And my brothers now can attest to that. And so working those jobs, and what's funny was on my last CDL job, I'm not gonna name the company. One of my trainers was like, "Man, you know, first off, I don't look like a CDL driver. I'm a skinny dude. You know what I'm saying? I don't look like I drive trucks."
Welcome to the team.
and so the dude was like, "Yeah, man." He's like, "What you do?" I was like, "Man, I'm a photographer. That's what I do. But I'm doing this to pursue what I'm trying to do." And he was like, "Yeah, man." He's like, "Yeah, because you don't look like no truck driver. You don't look like this what you want to do." And it's funny because I didn't have to tell him that. He already knew, or he already picked up on the vibe. And that's cool because, shit, I don't want to do this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't. And so yeah, man, that's about it. But it really takes a mental toll on you. Sometimes you have to take a break from that. And whenever you have a break, or even if you're on your break, you gotta talk to yourself and say, "Hey, I gotta get through this. You gotta talk to yourself and tell yourself, I gotta get through this, because this just a stepping stone. It's not the end of it. It's just a stepping stone to you climbing that mountain until you get to that top, and then you like Nip say, you can wipe your sweat off your face and say that mission was hard, but you got past it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Now, with those 2 questions, I'm just gonna tie this with this. You told me a little something about how you got this fire about picking up a camera.
Okay.
You told me being in the funk.
Okay.
Moving forward, what are some things that has made you happy in the last 6 months?
Me being consistent. You know what I'm saying? People noticing my work. Like I noticed my name getting bigger in the city. You know.
What city?
Little Rock. Like I feel it. Like it's I can't explain it to you, but I know people watching.
How does it make you feel inside that your work is being appreciated?
It feels cool, you know what I'm saying? Because this is what we work for. You know what I'm saying? We work for our work to be appreciated. We work for people to be coming up to you, be like, "Oh man, I love your stuff." Like, we work for that. We work hard. We stay up long nights for that. You know what I'm saying? And so me feeling like, yeah, I feel people in Little Rock, like, they catch it, because my portraits aren't the same as everybody's in Little Rock. You know what I'm saying? I got a distinct style with my photography that a lot of people don't do in Little Rock. And I do a black backdrop, which gives an intimate feeling with the subject. And so when I take that portrait and you read that caption on that Instagram, you feel like you know that portrait. You know that, not the portrait, but you know that person in the portrait, you know? And so, excuse me. And so that right there, that's like one of the best feelings, you know what I'm saying? And knowing that, you know, in due time, my due diligence and everything I've been working hard for gonna pay off, you know? So.
Is that the humble answer?
Nah, that's just me. Like, you know, I can talk my shit but I'm gonna let other people talk that shit for me, because.
Okay, I got a question then. Okay. What do you do when you see in the mirror when somebody just holler at you and hit you up and be like, "Hey, bro, that shit right there was hard." Like.
Oh yeah.
That smile, yeah.
It's like yeah, that part. Yeah, I know. You know what I'm saying? I know, cause that right there. Cause that right there is like, it ain't gonna
I
say.
wanted to get that reaction.
Yeah.
So when you rewatch this video,
Yeah.
you're able to see that you are smiling about your work.
Yeah.
Of
Like
course you smile, but
yeah.
it's different when somebody catching you smiling.
Yeah.
Because you're not used to being in front of the camera. So this is you. This is the person. Of course you are humble. That's
Right.
something that's dope about you. You match everything up. Once you I don't know, something about me, I just like execution. It doesn't matter how I get there. It doesn't matter what's the time. As long as we execute on the idea of doing something together. Especially when it's more than one person. You can do it by yourself and you can take your time because it's just you. But when you have the accountability of doing it with someone else, now it's all about executing. Executing the idea that y'all came over together, networking together. Because if we don't execute, it's never going to get done. And it's become a procrastination thing. And it's like, it just become one of those things we always saw adults say, oh, such and such going to happen. Then like, you be questioning back like, why y'all never did this?
Yeah.
Well, we ain't really got the time, but it's like, y'all faking it.
Yeah, it's a man I look up to named Dr. Clark Anderson. He said you either play as a team or lose by default. And I always play as a team. I'm not one to say I or myself, but a lot of times I have to do a lot of things by myself. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't have that team around me or a team of people like he said, to execute certain ideas. So it might take me a little bit longer, which is okay. I'm okay with being alone. I'm okay with thugging through it by myself. But it'll be cool every now and then to have people, like my brothers, but they in two different spaces. You know what I'm saying? But like now, like my brother, he helps me with the portraits. You know what I'm saying? And so when I have a team like that, when he's here for like a break or something like that, I have him work with me. So like that's like my team or my little sisters. I have them working with me. So it's always good to have a team with you. Like I would never tell somebody to do it by themselves, like never. But unless you have to, you know what I'm saying? Unless that's in all be all, you gotta get out here and thug by yourself. Always. And so that's how I always been. And so for me, you say talk your shit. I'ma always talk mine. You know what I'm saying? Because I'ma always give great product. I'ma always give great product. That's one thing about me that you never have to worry about. I might have less resources, but I'm gonna maximize my resources to the point where you don't even know that I got a little bit of resources. I'm gonna maximize what I have. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna create my own juice. You ain't gotta like that's what I always say. I'm gonna create my own juice. If I don't got the juice, I'm gonna go get me some seeds and I'm gonna plant me some fruit, some apples or some oranges, and I'm gonna create my own juice. That's how I always been. You know what I'm saying? I'm not looking for no handout because everything I do, I work for it. Everything I ever done, I always work for it. You know what I'm saying? It's cool to have a handout. I ain't gonna say no to no handout. You know what I'm saying? If a person say, hey man, here go $100,000, I'm not gonna say no to it. If somebody wanna put me in a position, I ain't gonna say no to it. But just thinking that I'm just gonna get a handout tomorrow, I'm gonna get a handout. No, I'm not looking like that because I'm gonna say this: the best feeling that a person can have is knowing that they worked their ass off and they got there. Instead of just getting a handout. I don't know about the next person, but the best feeling is like you worked hard. It's like studying for a test. You study all day for that test, all night, all them 2 weeks, them long nights for that test, and you got 100 on that test. That's like one of the best feelings ever. You know what I'm saying? And so putting them hours, them 10,000 hours into your craft and knowing that it's paying off, man, that's like one of the biggest feelings, the best feelings ever. So yeah, I can talk my shit, but it's best when other people talk that shit for you. You know what I'm saying? Because
you're right about
because like you don't know who that next person telling about you that you're not even in a room with. And so the biggest form of flattery is word of mouth. Like social media marketing is like can get you people too, but word of mouth, that's very big. People underrate that now because of marketing and social media. Because if Chase said, hey man, I got this dude, he's like the best. He's gonna do great work. You know what I'm saying? He a stand-up dude. He accountable for his actions. Blase, blah. And he tells that next person that they gonna most likely hire me because of the relationship that he has with me. You know what I'm saying? And so I let other people talk that shit for me. But don't get me wrong. I'm confident in my work. I feel like I can go with the best of them, not if I am the best. You know what I'm saying? And so yeah, that's it. You know what I'm saying?
And with that being said, man, I will include. I was gonna do this anyway. I was gonna include the photo at the end of this.
Okay.
But before we get up out of here, just give me something that, say if you was to go, and you was just about to create an offspring.
Okay.
What simple advice would you tell that little one that didn't get a chance to see you flourish?
Integrity. Always have integrity with everything you do. Always have integrity. That's one of the biggest things, because a lot of people don't got integrity. Don't sell out because of the dollar sign. Like, don't ever sell out. Like my nigga Nip say, it's a marathon, so you gotta stay down till your marathon is over. Till you get to that point where you climb that mountain, and you can get to that mountain and you be like, you can wipe that sweat off. You know what I'm saying? Always find something that you love. Always find something. Don't never think of that job that you at is. Don't ever have that as your safety net. You know what I'm saying? Always think of outside the box. Always be yourself, no matter what. If people think you crazy, let them think you crazy, because perception is everything. You know what I'm saying? But if you can create something that you love, do it. But the biggest advice I tell you is stay down. It's a marathon, and have integrity. Because at the end of the day, all you have is your word. And always be a woman or a man of your word. Don't ever not be that. Don't ever say you're gonna do something and not do it. And if you don't do it, tell him I'm apologizing, you make it up to him. Let them know that you apologize about that. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the biggest things for me, is being a man of my word. And another thing is having a code. Have something that you live and die for. You know what I'm saying? Something that you won't break. You know what I'm saying? Even if somebody was torturing you, like, you're not gonna break it, they're gonna have to kill you. You know what I'm saying? Another thing, have the confidence. You know what I'm saying? Believe in yourself. Because if you don't believe in yourself, if you don't motivate yourself, it's never gonna get done. I don't care how much somebody tell you that you the best, but if you don't believe you the best, I don't care how many seminars you go to, I don't care. But if you don't believe you the best, you're not gonna get there. So you're gonna have to believe. You're gonna have to put that work in. You get what I'm saying? You're gonna have to do that. And the last thing I say is just yeah, man. Shit. Stay down. It's a marathon, man. That's it for me. And don't quit.
I appreciate this, man.
I'm
glad I was able to record you and get some of your words that you have to get some stuff off your mind.
Yeah, that part, and I really appreciate that, because I got a lot. I don't be on this side of the camera, on this side often.
Yeah, it sounds weird saying it, don't it?
Yeah. I don't be on this side often, so I really appreciate that, and I'm very humbled by him asking me to do this. Like, I'm very humbled by that, because I don't know who's gonna watch this. I don't know, but I just hope I shared something or experience with me to know that I'm just a solid dude. I don't even have to say that, but just by my actions, that's who I am. Like, I'm the one that be on the front line with Mac team. It's like my nigga Nip. I reference Nip a lot because I relate to him a lot. You know what I'm saying? Crenshaw and Sloshing, a true story off of Crenshaw, like when he said he asked Black Sam to match him. Like, that's, for me, that's true, because I asked my brother man to match me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of the stuff that he's saying in them words, like, I felt it, because I look at me as him. Like, in those situations, I don't bang or nothing like that, but I can relate to it because I'm going through it. You know what I'm saying? And so yeah, that's it for me, man.
All right, man. Thank you. Make sure y'all subscribe. Make sure y'all go follow him on Instagram. You got anything else that you?
Nah, man. That's it, man. That's it, man. Like I said, thank you, and yeah. Like, hopefully one of your subscribers can hopefully I just added some value to you guys' lives, and can give you a portrait that represents you. Hopefully I can take a portrait that represents you guys. So thank you.
Hey, man. Chaseway is out. Modica is out.
Yeah.
Y'all have a great day. Peace.
Peace.
Nah, for real. I pull up no star for real. I hop in the whip and take off, you know I'm on Mars for real.